Hey guys, my name is Rudy, and today we're going to talk about Arcade 1-Up. This is part of my maintenance series, so thanks for tuning in for your Arcade 1-Up buttons. So here we go. So, Arcade 1-Up. These are my two masterpieces. Today we're going to talk about buttons. So, what happens? Your friends come over and they play a track and field, and they just beat the crap out of your buttons here. What do? Well, yes, you can order replacements, and we're going to explore all the options. So I kind of got a one-handed operation here. So what you would do is you would stick a screwdriver underneath here, this lower end, and you would dislodge this little point, and you pull straight out. Like I said, I make this look easy because I'm kind of cheating. And then the top two pieces are actually your mounting spots. I'm going to go ahead and do my best here to wiggle those free. Go. And it's out. So these two are actually your buttons that are your connections here. Next thing you're going to do is you're going to unscrew this. You're going to rotate the nut here. Okay. Again, I'm sorry, I've got a one-handed operation. Now, if you're using some of the original ones like these, like this one here, there are points on the side, and I'll go over those here in a minute. So, springs are worn out. How do you take care of this? So, this is the original Arcade 1-Up switch. The issues with these are the fact that they're kind of cheap. Now, to get this loose, you would actually press down on this right here, and that would just come out and release. Next thing you're going to do is you're going to go in here. Now, right here is, if you can see that, this little pad, or this little clip right here, needs to stay on top of this. So there's a couple different ways. First, I'm going to go over just releasing this, which would be going underneath here and kind of lightly prying it loose by sticking on the side here. Sometimes they're glued, and this kind of pops out. And you can see kind of on the side here, there are little points that kind of hold everything in. One of the things that makes a difference between these Arcade 1-Up switches and the ones I use is this switch. You can feel it's very, very loose, not very heavy at all. So, your buttons aren't working. What do you do on this one? It's actually pretty easy. You press these two tabs in, this one here and this one here, and you pop it out, and you get the spring here. Now, there's a couple different options here. You could either stretch this out just by kind of working it easily, just like this, and putting it back in, or you can go online and buy thicker switches, or thicker springs, sorry. Anyway, then you're going to go put this back together. Simply click. And it is. Now comes the fun part. Now, these holes here got to line up with the holes in here. Biggest thing in getting this thing back in here is to make sure that you this. And you'll hear a little click. And it's in. Now, like I said, I just did what I just told you the issue is. So, take a screwdriver underneath here, and you very carefully pry up the little metallic strip. You can see it right here. And sometimes you got to be really careful not to snap this thing in half. So, switches up. If you're clicking, you're back in business. The switches that I like to use are these. For one thing, you can actually just, when you're putting them in, go like this. That's pretty easy, and it holds them in place pretty well. What I was trying to show you earlier on, as far as taking this out, and this is a little easier done, so I'm just going to show you assembly and reassembly. And like I said, if you guys put this together yourselves, you probably don't need this section of the video, but if you're just maintaining something you bought, this is how you maintain it. So the 2 holes on top, guide that in. Now, right away you can tell the difference just by the sound alone. This is a better quality switch. So to take this one out, all you do is you go in here, put a screwdriver in this section here, release the point, rotate it forward, and just kind of wiggle it out. Now the spring thing actually is a little easier on this one. All you really have to do is take that off. Look at the 2 points right here, squeeze them together, and voila, it comes right up and right off. And you can tell the springs here is just a little bit thicker. You can buy the stronger springs for button intensive games. Sometimes the stretching is all you really need. Depends on what you're doing. Some of the games were extremely hard, like as I said, track and field. That was a notorious button breaker. It's one of the reasons that they came back with the joystick version of it. That way you can beat up the arcade's equipment. But put this thing back together, same thing. You line it up with the holes. Make sure it bends in. You're going with these right here. Slide that in, rotate slightly. Click it in. And then when you put it back into your machine, obviously you'll put the nut in. And then you put in the top. Make sure it's all the way in. Now these actually have a button instead of a lever, so you can make sure that lines up the bottom here at the bottom. You know it's in if you hear a solid clicking. Well, hey guys, I hope this helps with all your arcade stuff. Until next time, I'm making my videos now for things that I run across as I'm finishing up my arcade cabinet. If you guys have any questions or issues that you'd like me to address, let me know. Please like and subscribe. Until next time, bye-bye.